Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nürburgring in iRacing. This is a long-awaited update to iRacing, and we are starting out here in week 13. And we are starting out here in week 13 of the iRacing season. Will end up being the season finale of the iRacing experimental season. So just one more week until we start an actual Let's Play season once again in iRacing. And spoilers, that is going to be in the Star Mazda. So look forward to that, and look forward to actually doing the entire Nürburgring as one of the races in that season. So that's going to be very interesting. This week, however, we are going to be doing the Nordschleife Touristfahrten. There's my German. It's great. And this is the same version of the ring that we played a lot of in Assetto Corsa. So it'll be interesting to compare. And we're going to be in the McLaren MP412C GT3 with a setup that I just kind of converted from a Watkins Glen setup from when I was using it, which, spoiler alert, was back in 2013. So it's been a while. It's been a while since GT3. Okay, so this is a practice session. This is going to be a time trial format. And you have practice sessions and you have qualifying sessions. And the qualifying sessions count for your time trial time, which is weird because there's a time trial mode. But this is like a hot lapping competition, so it works out very nicely. And more than anything, the practice sessions are really cool because it's just the right kind of atmosphere for this. Somebody's starting outside of us. Alright, well, we stay on the pit limiter until you hit the green cones. None of the weird gates like you have in Assetto Corsa. Looks like we're piling up a little bit down here. People trying to group together, stuff like that. It's a pretty neat effect. I'm going to get hit here, though, if you're going to block the entire pit exit. Alright. And away we go. There is a lot of new updates to iRacing beyond just the fact that we have the ring now, and we'll go over those as we do some laps here. Well, hopefully do some laps. I have yet to actually complete a clean lap here. I've completed laps, but none of them have counted because of off tracks or contacts with walls and whatever. But some of the changes you may be able to notice right away if you're familiar with iRacing. Some of them you may not. Some other notes, I guess, programming notes, if you will. I spent about an hour and a half last night here just trying to get acquainted. Well, this one's not going to count either. Oh, and we're in the wall. And, yep, it's a little bent. So I think we will probably just start over. An hour and a half of doing it, alone. Not enough practice to feel comfortable doing commentary, so this is going to be tough. This is definitely a challenge. Man, there's a lot of people on the server. The servers are 60 slot, so you can have as many as 60 people on course at once. Which, I mean, it's a huge place, but you still have issues with not having enough room. Alright, looks like these two are going to go. And hopefully they continue. Oh, that guy didn't. And BMW guy, how about you? Yeah, you're going kind of slow. Making me nervous. You're going really slow. Just gotta be patient with everybody. Getting used to driving here. This guy has some weird things going on with his wheels. Yeah, the Porsche wants around me. I want around the BMW. This is the Nürburgring, everybody. It's the world's fastest traffic jam. As uncomfortable as this guy seems here.
Clear on the right.
I guess he's going to go off track before long. Is he using a controller? That could be the case. The way his wheels are like pitching in all the way like that. And that would kind of explain his lack of pace too. Don't use a controller in iRacing. Do not. There he goes. Yep. Called it. Now we're nice and out in the open. So, how is their representation of the ring so far, in my opinion? This version, the Assetto Corsa version, they're both laser scanned, using all of the newest technology to make them accurate. So as far as the track's accuracy goes, as far as its geometry, it's pretty similar. There is some places I notice that I'll dive into a turn and just go, wow, this feels a little bit different than I'm used to. And I probably have, too much curve there, probably have 100 laps or so on the track in Assetto Corsa, so I'm fairly familiar with it. This is one particular place where it feels a little bit flatter than I think it does in Assetto Corsa. The biggest obvious difference is the different graphical representations. Assetto Corsa goes for a very photographic representation of reality. Whoop! Well, we didn't make it very far. Oh, so you wanted to see the entire Nürburgring? Well, sorry. It's gonna take me a minute or two. I just barely got to the point of being able to do this without commentary, so it's gonna take me a hot minute, probably, to be able to do it with commentary. So I'm gonna try and just kind of take it easy, not go full out. We'll see if we can manage to make our way around. What I was saying is the graphical representations and their differences. The lighting in iRacing is bright, it is stark, there's not as much contrast. However, it is not as foggy, it's not as hazy as Assetto Corsa is, even with fog and everything on. Obviously this is a midday session, so it is very bright. Assetto Corsa always looks like you're looking through everything through an Instagram filter. And that's just the graphical style they decided to go with. Glare here? A little bit. Of course, we all know they are changing that section of the Nürburgring. Right now, actually, they just tore up that whole section because that is where the unfortunate incident with the GT3 GTR happened. So we'll see if they do eventually update their version to match. As far as which do I prefer graphically, no preference. I like the look of this one as far as how you race. I like the look of the Assetto Corsa version for how you perhaps make video or stunning pictures of. But I think the visuals here are a little bit better for picking up things like braking points. You can see the level of detail that went into the track surface and the textures far superior. The level of detail in like the paint marks in the track, the different types of asphalt, little patches here and there, is pretty spectacular. Oop. But what it lacks in is a little bit of the 3D kind of graphical representation. It's all there, but they're still using, you know, more simplistic textures and stuff. And I don't have everything cranked up either, so it could possibly look even a little bit better than what I'm seeing. Not a touch. Ooh. Man, it's been a while, me and this McLaren. We had an interesting relationship, me and this McLaren did. And that was many physics updates ago. still has a lot of the same quirks where it goes from understeer to oversteer, just like. Whoa, whoa. Oh, nice save. Good job, me. Thanks, me. Alright. Now, onto the fast section. This is one of the sections I feel feels a lot different than the Assetto Corsa version. The bumps are more pronounced, the elevation changes are more pronounced, like right there. Right there, through that turn, it kind of dips down in a little bit further. These GT3 cars are pretty aero-limited, so they're not the fastest things in the world. Down these straightaways, don't touch the grass. One of the changes, though, is tire warmers are now in effect for cars that have them. And speaking of tires, wait, I said I was going to be quiet. I'm not. The tires now make a lot more noise, which is one of the smaller changes that has made the biggest impact to me. I feel a lot more comfortable with what the tires are doing and what the car is doing just off of that sound. Even though I think it's probably a little exaggerated, it's extremely useful. Alright, well this video is going to get super long, so what I'm going to do is just keep doing some laps, and I'll show you my first clean one, but I probably won't have any commentary for it. And let's see if we can do it.
We have a 12 car on the right. got a slow car on the left. Car stopped ahead. Go right.
Yes.
Minutes 38.583.
Was it the best lap ever? No. Was it the cleanest lap ever? No. Was it my first clean lap ever? Absolutely. That was going to do it for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys that are into iRacing enjoy the ring. And I will see everybody next season in just 1 week in a Star Mazda.